Hello, everybody, and welcome to Soul Talk. We have a question today, which I think relates to everybody. And so I'm just going to hand it over to Janita.
So today the question was about striking balance. How can you strike balance when you're trying to be spiritual, but you've got to go to work, you've got to run your house, attend to the kids, etc. How is that possible?
Okay, so to me, striking balance is not about the physical aspects, really. It is about the balance in the mind. So whether you are going to work or fulfilling any of your household duties, then it is with what mindset you're actually doing that. So are you doing the work just concentrating fully on it and completely stressed and can't think of anything else? If that's the case, then you're not striking the balance. But if you're doing it as if, okay, this is a work that I'm doing because it's actually helping me to, carry out my household stuff, then you know that it's giving you the income to survive and what have you. So you're doing it, but you're doing it also for the love of doing it. So having the heart and the soul in it without causing tension, stress, bad vibrations, depression or any sort of negativity towards your mind, then I would say it's a balance because you've taking care of your soul, but you're also taking care of your physical duties that you need to abide by. So I think that's what is meant by striking a balance. In any case, some people are bogged down in their household chores and duties, and they think, oh, I have to do this, and I've got to like cook for the family and things like that. Even in that way, what is your mindset? How are you doing it? And being conscious of who you are, with what quality are you performing every action, that causes striking of balance. It's not about letting go and dropping this and going and surrendering to a spiritual prayer place or something like that. No, that is not at all it. What do you think?
Absolutely. I mean, with the experience over the years, I've felt that, or I've noticed rather, that when we do have those days where we suddenly feel overwhelmed with the number of things that we've got to, tick off our to-do list, at that point, because of that feeling of overwhelmment, we don't achieve what we want to achieve. But the moment you're in a very relaxed state of mind, you'll actually tick off all of those, plus have room for more. And the what is happening there is you're preserving energy. When your consciousness is right, when your attitude is right, when your thoughts are right, or aligned, then that's when you preserve energy. And once your energy is preserved, you can achieve more. Now, when we're trying to work on this balance, like, we've got duties, we've got responsibilities, and, the world has its demands and it takes a toll on us at times. But taking moments of just going within, stepping inwards, just checking, like a check, you just check in that what's happening inside me? How am I feeling right now? And when you do that little check in, you can like kind of stop and readjust, that no, I'm steering myself in the wrong direction. Let me put myself back on the right track. And when you do those, like we have those what we call traffic controls, which is like every a minute for every hour. When you go into that moment, you are able to sort of bring or preserve that energy that I was talking about that you kind of lose. And that's where then you feel so overwhelmed. Yeah.
Yeah, and I know from practicing some traffic controls, when you also go within and take that moment, maybe you're stuck on something in the middle of something, some exercise, or maybe in a quite complex communication with your colleagues or what have you. Then when you take that minute or so to just step back, what happens is you will have that idea that just jumps up in your head, and you will come up with such a plan that you may not be able to have come up with because you were so bogged down with the details. So it actually helps to improve and maximize your time and also maximize any opportunities that are out there that are waiting for you to actually sort of take in and grab that idea. But definitely those traffic controls, they really, really help.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can find ways and means of bringing those reminders to you. Like you could set something on your phone, or you could use simple things like whenever you drink your glass of water as a form of reminder to say, okay, I'm going to use this moment to check in with my state of mind, because we want to make it like a natural habit. To try and now add something on will be again, oh no, I've got another thing to add onto my list. So that makes it even like, feels like you're under pressure. So don't do that to yourself. It's very important for you to make it very natural and let it flow. Because if you already are on this path of spirituality and you are journeying to find yourself, it's okay. We have moments of up and down, but at the same time, we are on this path so that we can remain light. We can feel sort of like in control with things in our life. But what happens is sometimes we end up wanting to control the things around our life, and that's where we're putting the wrong energy and the wrong focus.
Very true. I have, come across times where I had think that certain things need to be in particular order in order for me to function, and it's not true. Actually, whatever's going to function is comes from my mind. It's not coming from what I'm actually, from a position of a sofa, for example. It's not going to affect me. If I need to take a seat on that sofa, I'm going to get that seat, and it's going to serve its purpose. So positioning of that is not that important. It's the position of my mind that I need to be more concerned about. And how am I feeling? What am I thinking? And that will also vibrate around you. So all that, the balance that you're creating within will start vibrating outwardly, and people will want to do what you're doing. They'll want to know about what you're doing, and they'll say, how do you do it? How do you keep balance? How do you manage this? And the more you do it, they will want on it, and it's just going to grow the whole place, your work atmosphere or your home atmosphere. They're all going to want to have that peace of mind that you've achieved. So it is not about withdrawing in a shell or running away somewhere or anything like that, but it is carrying out your duties, but doing it with the correct mindset, and ensuring, like, I really like how you said to check in with yourself. We like to check a lot of things. We have a big checklist of things to do, but I think on top of that checklist, it should be, what am I thinking today? And another tactic would be taking a thought for the day, for example, taking a positive thought for the day and carrying that with you throughout the day to ensure that you are sort of supporting and following that within your mind. So in whatever you do, you're consciously aware of it, and then that automatically will find you not bogged down into work and working late hours, unnecessary, or watching too much TV, whatever the case is. Whatever the case is. But yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think where also the concern may come is the behavior of your colleagues or your family members, as you mentioned. And it is absolutely very important that we remain focused on our aim, our inner aim and objective, irrespective of what our outer duties are or responsibilities are. Because when doing that, it will automatically relay itself in the external. And even what one needs to bear in mind is that you cannot you're in that zone and you're in that mode and you're maybe in that mindset, but the others are not, and they may take time before they come into your wavelength. And that time can be 1 day, 1 month, or 1 year. You have no idea about that, and you have no control of that. But be consistent in your way of doing things, in your way of executing your state of mind whilst doing things. And in time, you'll be amazed at how the wavelength opens, matches, catches, resonates. And then we become one big happy family.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So, on that note, let me take us all into a meditation of how we can just check in with ourselves. So, stabilizing your thoughts by turning your attention within, reminding yourself that you are a being of peace, a being of love and happiness. These innate qualities are already within you, and all you need to do is emerge them. As you relax even further, any thoughts that may be distracting you by going into the day's activity or the past or the future, bring that to the present moment, to your breath. As you bring this inner stillness, inner silence, you emerge that joy, that love and compassion that you want to vibrate out into whatever you're doing. Allow that energy to flow out within the room, as it touches all around you. Come back to that inner stillness, that inner calm, knowing that you now need to bring your attention back to your duties, to your roles, or to the people in front of you. Come back calm, collected, and focused. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Great. So I hope you enjoy that today, and take a moment each time, whenever you can, whenever you remember. If you don't remember every hour, it's not a must, but try to start instilling this habit of going inwards, and I'm sure you'll reap the benefits of it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.